Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. A blend of clouds and sun today with daytime highs approaching 88. 64 tonight, chance for storms. Storms likely tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 81, cloudy skies. Chance of thunderstorms Thursday with a chance of rain showers. Friday, highs in the mid-70s. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Right now, it's 66 degrees.
Ag News from the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm James Guerin. High-performing fungicides play a critical role in modern crop production. They not only protect plants from harmful diseases like rust, blight, and mildew, but also help maintain plant health during key growth stages. That disease protection leads to stronger stalks, fuller leaves, and more consistent grain fill, which directly translates to higher yields and better quality. But it's not just about fighting visible disease. Many top-tier fungicides offer plant health benefits like stress tolerance and improved photosynthesis. In today's ag economy, where every input needs to deliver a return, using a proven, high-performing fungicide can be the difference between an average crop and a top-performing one. It's about protecting your investment, your yield potential, and ultimately, your bottom line. In addition to yield and plant health benefits, high-performing fungicides also support long-term sustainability. By keeping disease levels low, they reduce the need for additional interventions and help preserve the effectiveness of crop protection tools.
It's kickoff time at Midwest Kia, and we're starting the season with a touchdown-worthy deal all September long. When you shop any new 2025 Kia in stock, you'll have 3 unbeatable offers on the field. Loyalty pricing, $1,000 trade assistance, Kia Finance bonus cash, and here's the play call. You get to go for 2. That's right. Pick any 2 of those 3 offers and combine them for the perfect drive into savings. And don't forget, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It's your play, your deal, your drive, and it's only at Midwest Kia. Don't wait for overtime. Swing by Midwest Kia all September long and go for 2 on a brand new 2025 Kia. Midwest Kia, where you always score big.
We want to see ya in a Midwest Kia.
See dealer for details.
Well, fall harvest season has started across the state of Kansas. However, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, they say that the harvest is starting off a little bit slower in the state of Kansas compared to what we've seen in previous years. As KSNT News reports that as of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's reports, they say that only 2% of corn across the state so far has been harvested as of the end of last week. That is down 11% compared to this same period last year. According to the USDA, they say in the state of Kansas and the Mid-America region, we are predicting a record corn crop this year because of the heavy rainfall. However, that harvest is off to a slow start, saying that with the recent rains, it has slowed down the harvest, along with the unusually cool weather for this time of year. They say with the heavy rains, it does delay the grain from drying after the heavy rainfall that could potentially lead to rot, where under the same conditions that we had seen back in 2009 and 2019, it led to harvest slowing down and only 84% of the harvest being completed by the month of November. Mid-America Network News.
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
Nebraska Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier. The University of Nebraska at Kearney wrapped up over the weekend, holding a tribute and a vigil for the conservative political pundit Charlie Kirk that was assassinated on Wednesday last week, with students, faculty, and adults gathering to say prayers to the founder of Turning Point USA.
Charlie Kirk was not just a debater or a political activist. He was a loving person who wanted to do good in this world. Ultimately, his fight against the evils of this world, face to face, is what ultimately took his life.
But as Jesus directed us in the Sermon on the Mount, he tells us to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. And so it's important for us to not become more divisive because of this, but to actually extend love and grace and kindness to those who are perceived as our enemies. But may we not perceive them as enemies. May we love them and extend kindness to them.
That audio from Nebraska TV, Nebraska Mid-America Network News.
Back to school means your household is back online. With Blue Valley Technologies, try out a 3-month internet speed boost with no long-term commitments. Keep your family connected with 24/7 tech support, plus parental controls with worry-free Wi-Fi. Sign up to receive 3 months free, plus free installation. Not a current Blue Valley Technologies customer? Sign up for the best in internet service and get a $100 bill credit. Visit bluevalley.net.
Reporting local news, I'm Bruce Dierking. Blue Rapids Community Match Day Monday raised just short of a $100,000 goal, which would qualify for matching funds from the Patterson Family Foundation. Initial totals may not reflect mailing contributions, which have yet to arrive, netting nearly $97,500 toward over 24 nonprofit and community organizations. The Mustang Facility Enhancement Fund netted $12,600, with the Blue Rapids Action Team second high at $11,700. Wymore Blue Springs Fund was second high in number of gifts and third high in dollars generated Friday during Big Give Gage County, with $29,000 from 107 contributions that will be used toward refurbishment of the bandstand in the Barnston City Park. Nearly 3,000 gifts toward some 80 organizations were received, totaling nearly $423,000. Marshall County Commissioners voted to exceed the revenue-neutral mill levy rate at last week's meeting. That following a public hearing which included concerns from 2 local residents with increasing mill levy and taxes. A final decision on the 2026 budget has not been determined. The decision was tabled. Landall Company requested a public hearing to allow application to the Board of Tax Appeals for a 10-year tax exemption for a new 14,800 square foot facility in Waterville. Mike Miller with the Partnership for Growth asked commissioners meet with Community Memorial Hospital Board to discuss the need to return obstetric services. Consensus was this is not the commissioner's role, as the hospital is a private entity. Washington County Commissioners meeting last week was mostly routine business. A new vehicle was purchased for economic development and tourism at a cost of $29,500. Washington County Health Department is getting ready for the flu vaccine. Those wanting a COVID shot should contact the Washington County Health Department. US 77 south of Marysville was reduced to one-lane traffic near Pheasant Road for a time Monday afternoon due to a non-injury accident. A Kansas Department of Transportation field survey begins this week on K-9 in Nemaha County from the Nemaha-Marshall County line to Centralia. The survey is to gather information necessary for design of proposed roadway improvements and is to be complete by early January. A member of the survey crew first will contact property owners and or tenants for permission to enter private property. Centralia High School homecoming Friday. Kieran Franklin was crowned queen and Grady Becker king as the Panthers fell to Mid-Buchanan 49-13. Washington County Historical Society hosting an educational meeting on the Dirty 30s, the 1930s, Tuesday evening at 7 at the KSDS building in Washington at 702 D Street. Program is free and open to the public, presented in part by Humanities Kansas. River Valley Extension District will host adult development and aging agent Jordan Schutte at the Washington Public Library Thursday, September 18th at 11 a.m. with a program on promoting intellectual challenge and social connectedness as we grow older. RSVP for the event is requested. To get an accurate number for materials, contact the River Valley District Washington office 785-325-2121. The meeting is Thursday, 11 a.m. Your news on your time, a podcast of the morning and midday news blocks available Monday through Friday at our website, KNDYradio.com, and our social media. Local news airs 3 times each day, Monday through Friday, 7:10, 12:10, and 5:10 on air, online, and on our free mobile apps. On the Marshall County Senior Citizens lunch menu today, tuna patty with wild rice, Normandy blend, and plums. Tomorrow, a Polish dog, seasoned mashed potatoes, peas and sauerkraut, and a cherry fluff. KNDY News Time is 7:13.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Take the burden from your family and assure that your final wishes are as you plan. Explore options, understand cost, minimize stress, and debunk myths with advanced funeral planning at either of the 2 free seminars in Marysville. Upcoming Thursday, September 18th, presented by Kinsley Mortuary and U.S. Alliance, will offer ideas for pre-planning and answering your questions. It's helpful information you can use in creating your final wishes. Planning ahead can bring peace of mind for you and your loved ones. RSVP appreciated but not required. This funeral and pre-arrangement seminar will be offered at the Lee Dam Arts Center in Marysville on Thursday, September 18th at 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. For information, contact Kinsley Mortuary in Marysville.
Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Mostly sunny skies today with our highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Then partly cloudy overnight with a slight chance for some rain showers and the lows in the mid to upper 60s. Showers and thunderstorms are likely into Wednesday, otherwise cloudy with our highs in the lower to upper 70s. Then showers and thunderstorms remain likely throughout Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with our lows in the mid 50s and lower 60s. Showers and thunderstorms then continue as we head into Thursday, cloudy and cooler with our highs in the lower to mid 70s. And more rain showers likely throughout Thursday night, mostly cloudy with our lows in the lower to upper 50s. Still a slight chance for some rain showers throughout Friday, otherwise sunny with our highs in the mid to upper 70s. Then some rain showers are possible throughout Friday night, mostly cloudy with our lows in the lower to mid 50s. There will be a slight chance for some rain showers on a Saturday, otherwise sunny with our highs in the mid to upper 70s. Then scattered showers are possible on a Saturday night, partly cloudy with our lows in the lower to mid 50s. A small chance for some rain showers on Sunday, otherwise mostly sunny with our highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Then spotty showers throughout Sunday night with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
Average high temperature mid-September 81, record high on this date 102. The average low 57, the record low 33. Sunset this evening 7:35, sunrise in the morning at 7:10. It's 66 degrees. That's check of the morning news and weather for this Tuesday, the 16th of September. KNDY News Time 7:16. I'm Bruce Dierking reporting.
2 more 2-0s. Good morning, I'm Jay Reynolds. 2 Monday night games closing out week 2 last night. Chargers and Buccaneers both going on the road and winning, improving to 2-0. Chargers a 20-9 win in Las Vegas over the Raiders. Geno Smith with 3 interceptions in the loss.
Anything that doesn't look right out there, you put that on my feet, put that on my shoulders. I feel like I got to be a lot better for our guys. I know I have to, and I will be.
Smith with 3 interceptions despite having minority owner Tom Brady in the team's coaching booth. Headset on. In Houston, Texans took the lead with a couple of minutes left in the game, but Tampa Bay had an answer.
Mayfield sends him back in motion. Hands the ball off for Rashad White. Into the end zone. Is he in? Is he in? Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Buccaneers take the lead at 20-19.
2019 is the final game-winning touchdown with 6 seconds to go. 98 Rock. First time a team has scored a game-winning touchdown in the final minute of regulation in each of its first 2 games of the season. Bengals confirmed quarterback Joe Burrow will have surgery on his toe. He's out until at least Christmas time at the earliest. Vikings without J.J. McCarthy 2 to 4 weeks. Turns out he has a high ankle sprain. Baseball, the NL East is officially clinched.
2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs, the pitch. Swinging a bouncer to first. Harper gloves it, takes it himself, and the Phillies take the National League East Division crown.
94 WIP. Phillies beat the Dodgers 6-5 in 10 innings. They win the division for a second straight season. Game and a half behind the Brewers for the best record of the National League. Diamondbacks 8-1 over the Giants. Arizona game and a half out of the final wild card of the National League. Reds top the Cardinals 11-6. Cincinnati 2 behind the Mets for the final wild card spot. Cubs shut out the Pirates 4-0. Blue Jays a 2-1 win in 11 over the Rays. Toronto with a 3-game lead over the Tigers for the best mark in the American League. Yankees are shut out by the Twins 7-0. Astros beat Texas 6-3. Half game behind Seattle atop the AL West.
The post-crib assembly press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
Those instructions can be tough, and, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
With the new iHop IHOP value menu. $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Attention, Marysville and surrounding areas. Tension Corporation is hiring right now. They're looking for a machine operator. This role focused on quality control. No experience? No problem. They'll train you. They're also looking for a machine adjuster. But for this one, you'll need solid mechanical experience to keep the machines running smoothly and handle repairs as needed. Here's the best part. Tension offers a unique schedule. 3 days on, 1 day off. 3 days on, then 7 full days off. That's a full week off every other week. Plus, Tension offers competitive wages, great benefits like 401k, health, dental, and vision insurance. So if you're in Marysville or the surrounding area, apply today for the machine operator or machine adjuster positions at tension.com/careers. That's tension.com/careers. Tension Corporation is an equal opportunity employer.
From ABC News Wall Street Now. In just a few hours, the Federal Reserve's Open Market Committee kicks off its 7th two-day meeting of the year. At the close tomorrow, the panel is expected to announce a quarter-point decrease in a key interest rate. In anticipation of that move, investors pushed stocks higher to start the week. The Dow Jones gained 49 points to close at 45,833, while the Standard & Poor's and the Nasdaq Composite finished near their all-time highs on Monday. After a dismal start to 2025, Tesla shares have finally turned positive. The stock rose 3.6% Monday to $410.26 and is up 85% since the start of the year, mirroring the electric car maker's comeback performance of last year. President Trump is set to meet with China's Xi Jinping Friday after a framework was reached to keep TikTok up and running in the U.S. The Chinese owners of the video sharing platform are under orders to sell TikTok or face a shutdown in the United States. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Ag News from the Mid-America Ag Network. I'm James Guerin. Last week during the Kansas State Fair, our very own Zach Mabe had an opportunity to sit down with Beck's Hybrids, better known as Beck's Seeds. They are the largest family-owned retail seed company in the United States. Based in Indiana, they specialize in corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa varieties with a focus on strong genetics, regional testing, and farmer support. Beck's is known for customer loyalty programs and innovative seed solutions tailored to Midwest growers. Darren from Beck's Seeds explains a little bit about what he does for the company.
Yeah, I'm a dealer for Beck's. I'm down here in central Kansas, kind of Reno County area is where I'm home based out of. And we sell, all kinds of seed. We'll do cover crops. We can do small cereal. We can do corn, beans, milo, your fall crops. And they're a great family-based, family-owned business, largest in the U.S. for family-owned and definitely growing. They're growing like crazy. They've been in Kansas for about 4 years. And I've been with them just for a short time, but it's been really, really good.
Darren recently made the jump to start working for Beck Seeds, and he explains why.
The one thing that was asked of me several years ago that stuck with me is when you represent a business, but what about when the business represents you? And the Beck's family, their values and their beliefs, the Christian beliefs that they have and the way they run their business is just completely different than any others that I've been around. And so it's been great to work with them and actually get to meet them and see them and be a part of the Beck's family.
He also goes on to say that Beck's Seed is very involved with the community.
Yeah, they've been, and like I said, I've been with them just a short time, but the time that I've, been asked to sponsor 4-H FFA stuff, like next week, we've been at the fair this week. Next week, my school that my kids go to is hosted an FFA event and regional FFA event, and they jumped all over that and wanted to help with that and sponsor it and be there and be present, and so that's been great.
Ag News from the Mid-America Ag Network.
Landall Company is all about the team behind the quality. Congratulations, Landall team members, as they celebrate their 29th year of the incentive bonus program with a 12-year average bonus of 12.55%. That's over 6 weeks' worth of pay as a bonus. Thank you for your hard work and commitment. Interested in learning how you can earn a bonus? Landall Company is looking for individuals who are career-minded and want to succeed. Apply online at landall.com. EEO to Vets and Disability, welcome.
In a significant ruling involving how federal administrative agencies adjudicate disputes with farmers, the Third Circuit Court of Appeals recently decided a case involving a New Jersey farming operation. From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today. I'm Jeff Wickman. K-State and Washburn University law professor Roger McOwen says this is an interpretation of a U.S. Supreme Court opinion issued in the summer of 2024.
And it really has significant implications for when a farmer gets into an administrative issue with, for example, FSA, NRCS, any sub-agency of USDA. It has serious implications for that, and positive ones, I would say, for farmers.
McOwen says the case involves a farm that had hired 19 H-2A workers.
The Department of Labor came in and alleged that the farm had breached its employment agreement with the workers by failing to provide adequate housing and meals and transportation and a guaranteed number of work hours, which is all contractually required when you hire H-2A workers. Well, instead of bringing the case in federal district court, of course, the Department of Labor pursued the matter through its own administrative process. That process resulted in over $500,000 worth of fines being levied against the farm and back wages and all of that. So it's pretty serious. And the attorneys for the farm grabbed onto this U.S. Supreme Court opinion, the Jarcasi opinion, and they said, now, wait a minute. This is just a private dispute. Yes, it's a private contract dispute, yes, against the government, but it doesn't involve federal tax dollars per se. It's not a tax issue. This is a contract that the farm has with the H-2A workers, and that's governed by Department of Labor. And so they said it's really like a private contract. We think we can go straight to court.
McOwen says the court agreed with the farm that they can bypass the administrative process and waive Article 3 objection because the Department of Labor never informed them of their right to refuse administrative adjudication.
So what happens is that the Department of Labor's enforcement action was unconstitutional. And so those fines, those penalties go away. And it's going to change the way that I think federal administrative agencies prosecute matters, the way they deal with participants in their various programs. And of course, for our farmers and ranchers, this is a big deal. And I'll be emphasizing this at farmer seminars and attorney seminars that represent farmers, that, look, here are the situations where you're still going to be stuck in the administrative appeal process. But we've got another branch here of disputes that your clients may have, your farm clients may have, where we bypass that process and can go straight to court. Save money for the farmers, greater chance of winning.
That was K-State and Washburn University law professor Roger McOwen. The complete blog article is available on agmanager.info. This has been Agriculture Today over the K-State Radio Network.
For all your gas and service needs, it's OK Service Station in Hanover. You'll get fast, friendly, dependable service every time you visit. They have fuel available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Ask how you can get a gas card for 24-hour fueling at OK Service. They also handle tires, tire repair, exhaust work, and oil changes too. Stop by, say hi to the folks at OK Service in Hanover.
What is the origin of the best man at a wedding? The surprising answer today on the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report.
Have you ever tried to buy gold and silver and felt like you were talking to a used car salesman? That's because the precious metals industry is like the Wild West. Salesmen can say pretty much anything or make any promise they want without repercussion. But Genesis Gold Group is different. They're a faith-driven Christian precious metals company and believe in educating their customers, not pressuring them for a quick sale. Genesis Gold Group focuses on customer service, not sleazy marketing. Genesis Gold Group is named after the first book of the Bible for a reason. Proper stewardship of wealth is their specialty. Find out why they've earned a 5 out of 5 rating through the Better Business Bureau and how they can help you secure your wealth or retirement through physical precious metals. Call right now to learn more.
800-603-5815. 800-603-5815. 800-603-5815. That's 800-603-5815.
With more practical tips and useful advice, this is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report for Tuesday, September 16th, the 259th day of the year. Blues guitarist B.B. King and actress Molly Shannon were both born on this day. In recent years, September and October have mounted a serious challenge to June as the most popular time for weddings. If you have one to attend, here's some fodder for dinner conversation. It has to do with the origin of the best man. German folklore holds that when eligible women were in short supply, men would often raid neighboring communities to steal a bride. To help him carry out the kidnapping, the groom would select the best man for the job. He remained on watch during the wedding ceremony and honeymoon in case the bride's family tried to steal her back. And there's the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report. You can find more fun legends and lore anytime online. Just visit almanac.com.
It's 7:29 from KNDY, 66 degrees. One more unseasonably warm day with highs approaching 90 today. Then a cold front may prompt some showers and thunderstorms Wednesday to Thursday. We're looking at high seasonal highs around 80 remainder of the work week.
Kansas Mid-America Network Sports. I'm Andy Hoosier. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs say that they are finding their way to come together as a team as they go into week number 3 of the regular season for the NFL after starting off the season 0-2 this past Sunday, losing to their former Super Bowl rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, with a 20-17 loss at home at Arrowhead Stadium. Puts them at the bottom of the AFC West at 0-2 right now. The Chargers are at the top at a 1-0 win, tied with the Las Vegas Raiders. The Broncos right now are split 1-1. But after this past week's loss, Patrick Mahomes said that they are working to come together as a team.
Yeah, I think just after the first 2 weeks, you let games slip away. That we played two good football teams and made mistakes in big moments, stuff that we're not used to doing. But I think we're coming together as a team, man. I mean, when you deal with adversity, it's about how you deal with it. And obviously, this isn't how we wanted to start, but how are we going to respond? So I'm excited for the next few weeks to see who wants to be challenged and how we can get back and really get after it.
Mid-America Network Sports.
Stay up to date with your high school football teams on the Coach's Corner, airing each evening following sports at around 5:20, with Monday Spotlight on Southern and Diller Odell, Tuesday Centralia and Axtell, Wednesday Lynn and Hanover, Thursday Frankfort and Valley Heights, and Fridays Washington County and Marysville. It's the Coach's Corner following our evening sports at around 5:20 on KNDY. On air online, on our mobile app, your sports leader in Northeast Kansas.
KNDY.